Hi, I'm Callie from Moreton Bay Organics and welcome to our first video for 2023. We've had a little bit of a hiatus in our filming towards the end of last year, and a few reasons for that. One, where I work one day a week in nursing, they've had a lot of troubles with staffing, so I've been helping out there. Which has minimised the amount of hours I get in the day to manage not only my business but working at the nursing place, and then because of school holidays we've got all the kids around, and so it's just been very busy, and filming became a little bit lower on my priority list. But we're back to our routines now, and today's first video is about how to make new strawberry plants and to improve your yields, but also so you can expand your strawberry patches nice and easy. For most people that have grown strawberries before, you'll know that they produce like little side shoots here. I'll cut one off in a minute to show you. So basically what we'll be doing is cutting them off and replanting them. So there's a little trick to these, and I'll show you how to do that today. But with strawberries, a little bit of information is that they are most prolific with their fruiting in the first 2 years of their life, and then the fruiting amount drops down quite dramatically. So it's always good to collect to add to your patches. Some people actually replace them every year. We sort of give ours a bit of a couple of years. We don't mind so much if the production drops off a little bit, because we just keep adding more beds to them anyway, so we just like to maximize the time out of them. So the other thing is, if you have grown them before and not had a huge amount of success, because the plant is young, it wants to try and spread itself to make new plants. So it will concentrate on trying to produce these runners instead of concentrating on fruiting. So if you want to just make sure you're focusing on the fruit production, every time you see a new runner, you actually need to cut it off, because all the energy is going into producing new plants rather than fruit. So that's just a little tip for when you plant them, to keep an eye out for them and just snip them out straight away. Or for like us, this particular experiment we had going from last summer was these strawberries being grown into an old drainage system. We just were curious as if it made a difference to our production, and it actually has been very helpful. It's required a lot more watering because there's not as much soil depth, but we've been able to keep an eye on things very closely, and all the fruit dangles over the side, so there's no contact on the ground, so fruit doesn't rot and bugs don't tend to get to it as much. So it's actually been quite a helpful experiment for us. But yeah, so we've let the production of strawberries slow down because we wanted to collect new runners to make new plants. So let's get to it. So I'll cut off some of these. So this is a little runner. So that comes from the base of the plant, and then it shoots out this long stem, and then it starts making a new plant. And I don't know if you can see there, but just underneath it'll have some little bumps there, where the roots will come through. So what we want to do is collect all these runners, and each one of these will make a new plant. So I'll collect a few and then we'll show you how to pot them up to get new plants. So we've got lots. See this runner, it's really trying to spread itself. It's made two, so they will keep extending themselves out wherever they find a bit of dirt. and we've got a fair few to get started, and we'll go over to our little temporary potting bay. Our glass house got smashed in a storm the other day and we're repairing it, so I can't use it for potting at the moment. Let's go over to our temporary section. So some things that you'll need to do your strawberry cuttings from your runners are some wire, little cups or pots with your potting medium. We just use a blend of our own compost and some other goodies in there. And then your cutters, and that's about it. So what we do is we just cut a few lengths of wire, just like so. You can make them as long as you like, but I tend to do like a paper clip size, I guess. And what I do is I fold it in half and then I make like a little hook underneath. So that way when I put it in the ground, this little hook sort of helps stop it from slipping back up. So you just fold it like that. You got one side that's a little bit longer, and then kick this little part up like that. And then next, what you want to do with your runner, so notice how you got your stems still here on the other side, just chop them off so you're left with a little bit of the strawberry plant, the new one. As you can see here, there's some little roots already starting. So this is too small to just pop straight into the soil, and the reason is if you put it all under, it'll start rotting. So what you want to do is with your little clip, place it in between the leaves, hopefully you can see that, and then pin it in. And so what will happen is that holds it in and it's giving contact to the soil, and then that way it'll start shooting the roots in there, and in about 2 to 3 weeks time it'll be rooted and you can take the pin out. So making sure you cut the stems off, putting your clip in between 2 of the leaves, and just pushing it so it makes contact with the soil. That's it. It's that simple. And one more for show. You can do this as many times as you've got runners. All done. So there you go. You got new strawberry plants. You obviously water them in. They like to be kept moist but not saturated. So just a daily watering is usually enough. And yeah, within a few weeks you've got new plants you can put in the garden. There you go. That's how you make more strawberry plants for yourself. We hope you enjoyed the video today, and if you did, give it a big thumbs up, and if you could share it around for others to learn the same thing, that would be really great because it helps us out as well. And we'll see you next video.